He really understood something profound about love. They didn't have just one word for it like we often do in English. They had several because they knew that the feeling of love is not a single emotion. It's a spectrum of different affections, each within its own purpose and power.
Exactly. And it's so cool how they have been able to create a whole different vocabulary to describe the nuances of how we connect with people. It just shows how complex and important these feelings truly are. They give us the language to truly understand and to differentiate between the fleeting crush and the lifelong bond.
And that's what we're here to do today. Reclaim our understanding of love and exploring 8 different types, starting with the one that we probably hear about the most often in modern times. But first, let's first give a shout out to the Egyptians because we know that's where the Greeks got their.
Oh yes, they got it off from the Egyptians. We know they got them from the Africans, the land of the black.
Right.
And so, absolutely, shout out to our Egyptian brothers and sisters because we know that's where it came from.
Amen. So, and then secondly, we want to give a quote, a story that I read about on the Golden Book by John Pinau. It's the parable of the long spoons. So, what is heaven and what is hell? The parable of the long spoons explains very well what heaven and hell truly are. So, one day a man said to God, God, I would like to know what heaven and hell are like. God showed the man 2 doors. Inside the first one, in the middle of the room, was a large round table with a large pot of vegetable stew. It smelled delicious and it made the man's his mouth water. But the people sitting around the table were thin and sickly. They appeared to be famished. They were holding spoons with very long handles, and each found it possible to reach into the pot of stew and take a spoonful, but because the handle was longer than their arms, they could not get the spoons back into their mouths. The man shuddered at the sight of the misery and suffering. God said, "You have seen hell." Beyond the second door, the room appeared exactly the same. There was a large round table with a large pot of wonderful vegetable stew, and it made the man's mouth water. The people had the same long handled spoons, but they were well nourished and plump, laughing and talking. And the man said, "I don't understand." God smiled. "It is simple," he said. "Love only requires one skill. These people learned early to share and to feed one another, while the greedy only think of themselves." So across the table, they would feed each other with the spoons that were long enough to reach across, but not into their own mouths. So God smiled and said, "That's simple." He said, sometimes thinking solely of our own personal gratification, we tend to forget our interdependence with everyone and everything around us. So much that we stop caring about them. But as this parable makes it clear, by doing so, not only don't we help others overcome their suffering, but we're also unconsciously harming ourselves since we are connected on a very deep level.
What a great way to really open up this discussion about the different faces and the different ways that we show love. And to me, those spoons, those long spoons, represent how we connect to others and how from my hand to your mouth, how that connection of love is important. Well, let's dig into 100%. This. That was such a good story. Thank you, Peter.
Oh yeah, I love that one. One of my favorite. So first up, we have Eros. This is the love of physical passion and sexual desire, and it is named after the Greek god of love. It's that initial fire, that intense attraction and feeling that drives you to be with someone romantically.
It's that spark. It's that wow factor. It's a powerful, almost intoxicating feeling. It's what you feel when a new relationship starts. And everything is exciting and passionate. But Eros can be dangerous if it's on its own, because it can burn bright and fast without a deeper foundation or connection.
Right. So to build on that, the next one is Philia. Philia is a love of a deep affection, often seen between friends. It's about loyalty, shared experiences, and mutual respect. And it's a love between equals.
And I think Philia is one of the most underrated forms of love. It's the love that you have for your best friend. It's the person that you call at 3 a.m. And they're just there to listen. I mean,
100%.
when you have,
And that's and then there's this form of love that's just natural. It's a given. That's storage. Storage is the love between family members. It's the comfortable, familiar love between parents and children or between siblings. It's often based on history and unconditional acceptance.
yeah, and you don't have to work for storage love. It's just there. It's the feeling that you get when you go home for the holidays and you're just there with the people that you love. It's a sense of belonging. And what I like about storage, the name is just so it means so much because you are that love is inside of you. It goes with you everywhere you go.
Yes.
So that's very fitting for storage love.
I love that. And next we have what is arguably the most selfless love, agape.
Agape.
This is unconditional love that extends beyond our immediate circle. It's universal, selfless love for all people, even strangers. It can also represent a divine love.
It's the love that drives humanitarian work, charity, and social work. It's loving your neighbor as yourself. It's powerful concepts because it's not just based on who someone is or what they have done for you, but simply on their existence. It's more of a God type love.
Oh yeah, one of my favorites for sure. So moving on to the more playful side of things, we have Ludus. Ludus is a flirty, uncommitted, a fun kind of love. It's common in the early stages of dating when everything is just a game and the stakes are low.
It's that puppy dog love, the butterflies, the fun of getting to know someone without the pressure of long-term commitment. It's really crucial for the beginning of a relationship, but it is not built to last. It's meant to be enjoyed for a season and for what it is.
So when Ludus grows up, it becomes Pragma. This is an enduring, long-term love that moves beyond its initial passion of Eros and the playfulness of Ludus. It's a mature love built on commitment, understanding, and shared life goals.
Pragma, it's the love that you see in a couple who has been together for 50 years. It's that love that says we've been through a lot, but we choose each other every single day. It's practical, it's partnership, and it's deeply rooted in respect and shared history.
I love hearing that. We choose each other every day.
Every day. It's daily.
It's a daily thing. And so next, a very important one that we don't talk about enough is Philautia. This is a self-love that is crucial for your well-being. The Greeks believed that you couldn't effectively love others if you didn't first love and care about yourself.
You know, Philautia it's everything. You know, you can't pour from an empty cup. It's about setting boundaries, honoring your own needs, and treating yourself with the same kindness and compassion that you would offer a friend. It's the foundation of all other forms of love.
Love it. And finally, we have the most dangerous and unhealthy form of love, mania. Mania is an obsessive and possessive love. It's characterized by jealousy, codependency, and a tendency towards madness or frenzy.
This is the red flag love.
Red flag.
It's not something to strive for. Mania often comes from a place of insecurity and can be very damaging to both people in the relationship. It's the opposite of healthy love. It is a reminder that love, while wonderful, can be a destructive force if it is not placed on the balance of respect and filled with self-love.
So as you can see, all of these different types of love can exist in the same time and change over the course of a relationship. A healthy partnership might start with a lot of Eros and Ludus, but it can grow into a deep Philia and a long-term Pragma.
Exactly. Reclaiming love is about understanding that it's a journey and it's a combination of different feelings. But we know feelings are always changing. But identifying which type of love you're experiencing, you can better understand your relationships and what they need to thrive.
So, which one resonates most with you? Think about that this week.
Well, I would have to say for me, it would have to be agape. I am an agape person. I come from agape surroundings and I serve an agape God. So I'd have to say a huge thank you for everyone for tuning in to Reclaiming Our Love. I would like you to join us for the next time. It's episode 6.
Episode 6.
Wow.
Let's go, baby.
We'll be discussing all of the great ways that we can continue to reclaim our love. And something that you said earlier, I choose to love every single day. Come on.
We'll see you then. Take care, everyone.